What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Pet Shop Boys, and I wanted to start by apologizing profusely for the low video quality of the previous video. Love comes quickly. I ended up posting it. I first was a little unsure. Shout out to Izzy. Said, you know, part of it, part of these reactions and part of what we enjoy is just kind of seeing the way the music hits you the first time. So I eventually did post it. But yeah, it was really annoying, and I don't know why. Like, I didn't change my lighting setup, and I did a video right before that, and it didn't like come out that way. But yeah, at the beginning of that video, you can see the camera like refocus, and then it never recovers. So that was super annoying. Hopefully, I dealt with it. I did add like an extra light in this like light bulb tree that I have. So yeah, hopefully that was the last we'll see of it. Either way, I do apologize, but we're up to the next tune on their 1986 album, Please, their debut album. And it's called Suburbia. Again, it's a straightforward concept. It is a single word title, so you know we're not given context for the concept. It's just an idea, and obviously Suburbia speaks to a type of human residential configuration which is less dense and populous than a city or a metropolitan area, I should say. But more dense and populated than villages, towns, and smaller organizations of humans. And ultimately, you know, over the 20th century, and certainly, you know, bleeding into the 21st century, suburbia in different nation states have, you know, it has acquired a type of socio-cultural stereotype, you know, I think maybe best expressed in terms of like, you know, a quick visual aesthetic that displays the sort of like the taupe or like conformity and the sort of like moderate aesthetic of suburbia is Edward Scissorhands. Just, you know, all the different colored houses, the same cars, the people doing the same routines every day. I think that sort of comes to mind when I think of the phrase suburbia. This sort of like hyper conformed and hyper what's the word? The sort of social environment of suburbia is again sort of stereotyped in popular culture and fictional entertainment, so that's what comes to mind. Obviously, it tends to be more of a middle class type of environment, or, you know, middle to upper class socioeconomics in terms of, you know, who is often found in suburbia. So yeah, it'll be interesting. And you know, I'm now thinking of the movie. Was it Tom Hanks? I'm aware of the movie. I doubt it has anything to do with the movie. Maybe I'm wrong. And in fact, I think isn't the movie after that? I think it's after '86, so I don't think that would be relevant. But yeah, it just makes me think about like stereotyped aesthetics and socio-economic underpinnings of what we now call suburbia in terms of that level and scale of social and residential arrangement. So there's so many different ways you can go with it. I always say single word titles are a bit trickier because even if you know what the word means very clearly and it has a lot of meaning, there's no like direction that you can see that it'll be heading. So in any case, let's get to it and find out. This is 1986 from the album Please, Pet Shop Boys, and the tune is Suburbia. That bass is deep and mischievous, but then the synth is very light and kind of visionary, like look into the horizon. I like the piano touches.
Up in the high streets, where the dogs run, roaming suburban boys. Mother's got a do to be done. She says they're too old for toys. Stood by the bus stop with a felt pen.
really like his voice.
There in the distance, like a roll call of all the suburban dreams.
A ballistic bomb sound following Suburban Dream.
Ride along with the dogs tonight in Suburbia. You can hide, run with the dogs tonight in Suburbia.
Sounds like a roller coaster.
I only wanted something else to do but hang around. I only wanted something else to do but hang around. I only wanted something
The Sonics are insane.
but hang around. I only wanted something else to do but hang around.
The piano part feels familiar. It's possible, like, on the radio I heard like 10 seconds of this. That part sounds familiar, but this doesn't. This sounds new.
This is the hour of need. Where's a policeman when you need one to blame the color TV? Let's take a ride
love that
along with
transition.
the dogs tonight in Suburbia. You can hide, run with the dogs tonight in Suburbia. Take a ride, run with the dogs tonight in Suburbia. You can hide, run with
A dog part.
in Suburbia.
Like a plane taking off.
Dogs tonight in Suburbia. You can hide in Suburbia.
It's funny, the percussion and the synths are doing some great things, but I'm like, my brain is obsessed with all these extra, like, world noises.
In Suburbia.
Fireworks. A whistle. It's like the world is overtaking the song. The production of this tune is unbelievable. And the, like, the compositional audacity of it. Wow. Well, again, it's another example of, you know, I knew one or two Pet Shop Boys songs, and it's like, okay, West End Girls, that's going to be what they sound like. Sure, that's a good example, but already after only a few songs on their first album, it's like, wait, you know, they had layers that I was not aware of, just having only heard a couple tunes. So, yeah, very cool, and again, very audacious. Like the sort of percussion, the beat and the synths were doing some very interesting things, but for like the back half of the tune, I was just like, what sound am I gonna hear next? It sounds like, you know, the ocean, or, you know, a train, or again a plane taking off, or all sorts of layers in there. So the compositional audacity and texture, that was ridiculous. So do let me know what you think of that tune. Again, sorry for the previous video being so poor quality. Hopefully that is in the past now. But yeah, let me know what you think of this one. Other than that, I will see you next time.